that purely just for me to flank around the enemies or something? Because this doesn't seem like it's going to lead me towards where I want to go.
Welcome
Oh!
to Hades.
Oh god, really? Oh, I knew it!
The ultimate killer app.
I knew it!
Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. And what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocating. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one. Blank
detail they have with
slate.
this plot.
And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it.
Yeah, when you put it in that last sentence, it could possibly go wrong. It's almost as if it's the Pharaoh plague or something.
All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the.
You're too into this, buddy.
Okay, so if that's the
probably assumes the biosphere is all bad because me and humans.
Want me extinct?
We need more data.
Agreed.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh titan, getting worshipped by the eclipse like
it
some
wanted
kind
to
of
kill everybody.
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying. And you know it. Old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazz, nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citarcrum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds, hand to God, and swear on my mama's grave. And she was religious. Nah, that ain't Bashcore blasting in the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl! Classical music! 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, and some Swedish cannibal-themed stuff, too. Stop by if you want to listen. Or, heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashcore, you'll see. Or hear, rather. In the screech that rends the air. And feel! In the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of a gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code! Turn down my death metal? Might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malt, and industrial accident vids. Last I heard, we was supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an Extinction Protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Stay cool, Trav.
As an avid fan of Many Jones of metal, how do you feel about this representation? A portrayal of metalheads?
Yeah. I am not opposed to watching videos of horrible things happening, just because, like, I wonder what happens when you get caught in an industrial meat grinder. Oh, that's what happens. But I wouldn't say that it's a core part of my personality or anything, yeah. Travis. Tate here. Okay, I know I'm not doing his voice great, that's fine. Tate here. I'm just trying to sound obnoxious. Just potpourri blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Guy's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? For this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard! And it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that I couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business. So, had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft! And Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reverse some processes and falsifying telemetry and hide its interference. Sneaky! I swear, ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then, quote, unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are pretty strong. Guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll get more strong.
Pretty sure it'll work.
P-sure.
Pretty sure it'll
work.
Says God fucking.
What is this, government work? Horseshoes, hand grenades? Close enough ain't good enough.
Okay. Is it for him again?
Nope. From Samina.
I'll give it to you.
From Samina Ebaji to Travis Tate. CC Elizabeth should have been BCC. Elizabeth Sobek. Subject archive abuse. Mr. Tate. This mail concerns Apollo Archive submission number 00002386. Your 666th submission in just 5 days. That's funny. And oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings re inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265, quote, holographic remasters of, quote, acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you. On 2 counts. 1. For giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of, quote, making a millipede.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme, perhaps, but art. 2. For clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of, quote, obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance, quote, I know it when I see it. That's about porn for you stories out there. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene.
Boom!
Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing for the submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work? We have a world to save after all. Or the rest of us do, anyway. Dr. Samina.
Boom! Sobek's one greatest mistake was having Tate brought.
I mean, apparently he's like the best coder.
That?
Looks like the only way onwards.
Oh, that is the only way onwards? Are you sure? Because that looked like the ants were calling me. That's really it.
That's where you came from.
This is really it. Like, I don't know. I walked towards this very...
This is when you find out the ants weren't a bug. It was a part of the game.
Yeah, like, very
As
dark.
you get closer, you just say, like the sound of a swarm.
As you just put that in.
I'd have to go find the audio of a bug swarm.
I mean, I would just send you half from when we did the ants.
Make myself listen to that.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crowned ant king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program.
He French.
Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project.
Why don't we want to make everyone look like Aloy?
Is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time.
Oh my God.
The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of
Actively
the
ignores
authors
you.
of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors,
to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development, all of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
I like how they didn't put the French part in there.
It's because nobody writes in French ever. Nobody knows how. All those letters are silent from Patrick Brohard-Klein.
I'm sorry. Can I?
Oh yeah, go for it.
From Patrick Brohard-Klein to Elizabeth Sobeck, subject F. Z. Chambers.
They probably would say Z.
F. Z. Chambers. The heterogenic chambers have arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over. Wouldn't that be with the U?
No.
Oh, I guess I don't know how to say it.
No, it is pouring. There's just two different versions of pouring. Pouring, like pouring something out of something else, and pouring, like pouring over something, which is that one.
Got it. Alright, putting on technical documentation. The revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give for far Z in it to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, the embryologists have voted past 50 days to take technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a full variant. But if the rest of Z's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem too impossible now. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident that they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. PKP. That's my
PPK.
What did I say?
PKP.
It's fine.
Leave in the comments exactly where you think this guy is from, based on Thor's accent.
It's not that bad. It's fine.
I mean, mine wouldn't have been any better. So next time I'll do the next one, and we'll then you'll vote where I am from too.
But I think they are.
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human
Man, my one was really big if it's a door. I can imagine before we open this up that all of us that is Aloy like reading these notes. So I was just sitting there just like, God damn.
From Patrick Brochard-Klein to Elizabeth Sobeck. Subject, Cradle Servant Persona. Okay, let me... God, I can't even think of a French accent.
Alright, see what you got.
Development of the artificial personae for cradle servitors, Nature Disciplinarian Healer, continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. What I end up doing is like a German who does a French.
Yeah, I got that.
So let's say he's like
he's from
like the border of France and Germany. Let's go with, but doesn't speak French or German. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is I'm just going to go with German, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning the entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer personae. I've also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother persona intervenes on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior. A parental argument, if you will. Amusing on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I don't know where from now. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just data corrupted.
Sounds Aloy, could you please
what are you doing?
Just send me the scan of it and I can read it myself. No, if you want to tag along with me.
You're going to tag along with me the whole way.
What about Sobeck? Yeah, I'm getting there, okay? I'm getting there.
Alright, is this him again?
This is me? Oh boy.
Well, let's alternate paragraphs.
Oh god. From Patrick Brochard-Klein.
No, that's you can do that and the first paragraph.
Okay, fine. To Elizabeth Sobeck. Subject cradle sealed. Eluthia ore was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Pingback from crucial systems is good for a return voyage a success.
Regards my disputes with the betas of a zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations.
Donc, in addition to personally overseeing completion of the Lithia Otto inside Mount Namurli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week.
We are bad at accents. That's the lesson today.
We're still looking at the accent.
Wait, there's one you haven't read. Go back. There's one with an exclamation point.
There's lots of exclamation points.
There.
Oh, wait, what?
From Elizabeth Sobeck to Margot Shen. Subject, full steam ahead. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry Core and the Foundry Site Selection Plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail. Consult with Iomato Kilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Cool.
Nice. I could just give her just a regular voice.
I think, yeah, he has an accent. I mean, I wasn't going to do the lady's accent because that's like racist, but he's French, so. French isn't a race, he's a white guy. You're allowed when it's a white guy.
Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
Yep.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
Door
The
mom!
hatch
Oh,
wouldn't
shit.
open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Gotta show off my abs for holograms.
For all these holograms to see how sick I look.
That is not what Elizabeth's office. I mean, I saw a ladder, but that ladder was going down, so I figured that ladder was not the way to go. Oh, data points everywhere.
Good news. Emphasis on the ew, because it's gross in here.
We got a voice.
Pure
Ooh.
logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistake.
Yes, I think
Oh!
Is
Fist
give
bump
it a
Elizabeth
kill
so
switch.
she was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
I'm not you. I'm a better parent.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe,
Oh, good.
a
And
necessary
Hades does control of that, doesn't he?
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Don't call me Liz. Don't call me anything. Don't speak to me or
You literally caused all of this.
Why are you here? I should have eaten you.
I should have eaten. Whoa, okay, Caleb. That's a. We're gonna you'll get it in season 5. What? I brought up that was a cannibal character, remember?
Okay.
I brought it up earlier.
Looks like it
Oh.
used to hold
Nuts would
people.
benefit from antilopinate
Oh, God.
morphologies.
uh.
Low caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobeck, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet...
And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe.
That's good.
Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
So, listeners at home, there was one reason we should get a face cam, if anything, which we never will, but there's one reason that we should, which is that a lot of the time we will stop and mouth, look at this dog to each other.
And pet the dog. She's sleeping between us on a pillow.
Yeah, she's on her, we're on a king-size bed, by the way. This is not like some twin mattress where we're
I think this might be, no, there's bigger than a king, except for like an amber, I think. But yeah, we're in my parents' old room, where they moved out. So, where we normally record Thor Plays a Game episodes.
Brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped.
Uh-oh.
But all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Okay. Ah, jeez. Oh, okay. I'm gonna open this door. Right. I thought I would say something when I entered the room. I'm not going to. Okay, good.
From Elizabeth Sobek to all alphas. Subject, Odyssey has failed. All. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Hara Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, the alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed. Elizabeth.
You know, I feel like when writing emails like that it's never get easy. Even when we have to do it all the time. Like, yep. So it doesn't matter if we don't succeed, everything's over forever.
We fucked.
I would just always be sure to
we fucked sincerely.
Yeah. I would always be sure to CC Ted and put PS.
This is all
Pharaoh playing.
Yeah.
Like eyes emoji because she said that she wouldn't tell everybody it's your fault.
The eyes in the magnifying glass.
Yeah. And he's like, you said you would. She's like, I didn't tell. I'm just heavily implying to make it clear that this is entirely your fault.
All right.
This one right here. Artemis statue.
From Charles Ronson to Elizabeth
Wait, who the fuck is that?
Stobeck.
Have you met him yet?
I don't remember. Subject, Artemis status. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it, if those words can still mean anything. Had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with Frozen Zeus for their samples, so many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We've started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves, thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them. So they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life
Sorry, I threw one.
will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again. But not now. Not like this. Not on our watch. Ronson.
Good stuff. I think it was one of the interviews, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that everything? All right, here we go. Oh, I'm very excited. Well, that's it. All right, have you guys enjoyed the playthrough for Horizon Zero Dawn?
This is actually the end of the game. The DLC hasn't been released yet.
Yeah, so...
We don't know what happens after.
Whoops!
You hit triangle and it's like, please buy the full version.
Yeah.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
That's
Then
convenient.
what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside.
Oh, we're gonna do cliffhanger again, aren't we?
Go inside.
God!
Where I was born.
Damn it!
Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a whatnot.
It was probably Gaia, right? Gaia because of Hades or something?
It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why?
Gaia, because Hades happened like 15 years ago, right?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable.
Point, get your focus.
You're too valuable.
And then get rid of the original, right? Because I can't leave this here, because they'll take it.
Hey, buddy.
That glass is expensive, asshole! I guess you don't want to break the computer if that works. So I'll take it. What's he saying to me right now?
Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Whatever he lists.
That's not necessary.
wait.
You ruined my beautiful face. My wives are gonna be so mad at you.
What happened to me getting out of there?
Well, you're out of there now.
In the Sun Ring, right?
Life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty.
Do I have my focus still?
Convenient that he figured you would wake up as he's monologuing toward you.
The sun.
Because I really need my focus.
Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted.
That's not true. I heard your audio logs. You super doubted your destiny.
Yeah, dude.
Came along. When I heard that you had survived,
You could fit through the bars at the bottom, you idiot.
took root in my mind.
Bottom, the
Sure as the sun
bottom.
rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How?
Nice bullet color, loser.
He bought it at Hot
With
Topic.
each death fight you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was
Okay,
snatched
things that
away,
change, yeah.
it not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate?
Because
Why fail my
you're a
destined purpose?
really pale albino.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought
I'm gonna kill you.
for a savage.
I'm gonna rip your heart out and then eat it like Seraphie for my D&D campaign. And then say you weren't very nice.
Is the
She's a
one who
confusing
doesn't end up
tiefling.
with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have
No, you
finished
couldn't.
you before he attacked,
You a punk ass.
but I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events.
Man, you are just not gonna stop this monologue, are you?
You were meant to survive that
Well,
day on the mountain.
megalomaniacs tend to hear the sounds of their own voice and get huge boners about it, so.
Kill my
Ooh!
meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away.
Yeah. In case he was only depressing it for another 10 minutes.
I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial
For sure,
offering
dude.
to the sun.
For sure.
Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
For sure. Are you done?
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything.
He's nodding like,
Yeah, you're right.
And you?
I'm an idiot, aren't I? Fuck.
Slave.
I serve not the buried shadow.
Oh my god. Yeah, sure, dude. Sure.
All halves of nature
Sure, bro.
joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Oh, would Rose have responded to me saving the Sun
Hear
King?
how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal
People have pretty
machine.
nice teeth for not having a dental floss
I was
anymore.
thinking about that when I looked at her teeth just now.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse.
Sure, dude. I'm gonna cut open your chest cavity with my spear and then take out your heart.
Surely
And I'm
it's
gonna
you
bite
who
into it.
conquered. So has all
But make sure it's still connected so that you look at me as I do that. And then when I drop it, it's gonna taste like shit, because it's yours. It's a garbage heart.
Because instead of blood, you have bile coursing through your veins.
Test.
Boom.
See if things work out like you expect.
That's right,
The
boy.
circle has closed. Every element is.
Oh yeah, AKA I'm a huge coward.
Well, you know, he's afraid of
The
strong
errant
women.
beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal.
Yes, what about when I get out of here and
Speaking of
once more
sacrifice,
kill
I've
you
got to tell you.
brutally at
After you
Roast
crashed the
Grave?
Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas,
Wait, what?
all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network.
So kill you, go back to find Dormammu.
You not only do
Probably Elda that liked me is gonna be dead.
entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
Someone copied the key, didn't he?
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Sun ring, sun ring, sun ring, sun ring! Next
Alright.
time.